Today we're looking at a game that seemed odd having it over on Fbot Live Arcade, but nonetheless it's out, and maybe a little bit of a time waste. And of course the game I'm speaking of is Puzzle Arcade. And yes, for anyone who is wondering, this is actually puzzles. Straight up puzzles. Yeah, I was kind of dumbfounded by it too. Well, Puzzle Arcade doesn't have a story. It doesn't really have much. This is mainly a puzzle game. By buying the packet, you get a little over 30 puzzles that you can put together either with co-op friends or of course over online multiplayer. You only have, like I said, 30 to start out with, and most of them range from video game picture to abstract paintings or just pictures of puppy and kids. The thing here that tried to make it different than putting together a wheel puzzle would be the option to pick how many pieces you want to have, going from anywhere from 20 to 30 pieces all the way up to 1,300 pieces. And then on top of that, you can actually change what type of puzzle it is. Do you want the pieces to be square, oval, or default puzzle, and so on. And then another mechanic on top of that to keep it fresh is, of course, you have the turbo mode, which is a little bit made up of a Tetris style game, per se. On the left side of the screen, you will have X amount of pieces you can use, and you gotta lay them down to try to complete the picture with as many pieces as they give you. With this actually keep it a little more simple, especially with higher peak counts. And in return, make the puzzle flow a little bit better if you're not a fan of trying to keep track of the multi-hundred or few dozen pieces that are on the board. And of course, as you complete it, you will be getting point for doing it as quickly as possible, and get multiplier by doing also quickly as possible, which in return you can compete with your friend by doing so. And then the other mode is you have challenge mode, where they offer puzzles that you got to put together in X amount of time, and if you do not complete it, you fail, of course. But like I said, for the multiplayer side, it mainly couch co-op or multiplayer online if you feel like putting together a puzzle with your friend. It can be a very fair time waste, so if you're just talking to your friends over Fbot Live and doesn't really want to play anything. But something that is interesting, but sadly a little out of date at that point, is of course you can take your own pictures and upload to the puzzle. Problem is it comes as a comeback. It doesn't seem to have been patched to make it usable with Kinect, or the ability to take pictures off your hard drive or USB drive or PCs. This is a sad thing because it could open so much potential, but the only way you can do that is of course with the Fbot Vision camera. But honestly, good luck trying to find one of them at that point, since Kinect had pretty much made them thing obsolete. But if you accidentally have one, you can of course take your own pictures and make your own puzzles. So overall, Puzzle Arcade is a nice little distraction. They're not much of a game, but they do try things to keep it interesting and try to give a little bit of customizability to the players themselves. So, on a rainy day, if you don't want to put a puzzle together and don't want to keep up with the pieces, you might want to look at Puzzle Arcade. Or you don't want to chat with your friends and don't want to play anything else. So overall, I give Puzzle Arcade for Fbot Live Arcade a 2 out of 5.